Let's just go ahead and say it. This is one of those topics people don't really like to talk about. Because we like the version of God that feels comforting. God is love. God is kind. God is patient. And all of that is true. But then you come across something like Nahum, and it talks about God's anger. And if we are being honest, that feels a little uncomfortable because we don't always know what to do with that. But I want you to think about something for a second. If someone you loved was being hurt, really hurt, and you felt nothing, that wouldn't be love. Love protects. Love cares. And sometimes love gets angry at what is wrong. So God's anger is not Him losing control. It's Him caring deeply about what's right. And once you understand that, this whole book starts to make a lot more sense. Now, let's talk about what's actually going on here. Because context matters. You remember Jonah. He went to a place called Nineveh, and they turned things around. They repented. Everything settled. But fast forward about 100 years, and Nineveh is right back where they started. Actually, worse. They had become known as one of the most brutal empires in the world. They were powerful, but they used that power to hurt people, to dominate, to destroy. They were the kind of people you would be afraid of if they showed up. And the Book of Nahum is God saying, I've seen it. I've waited, and now it's time to deal with it. This is not random. This is not sudden. This is after years of watching and giving time to change. And this part right here matters. Because God wasn't angry just because people were imperfect. That's not what this is about. This was about cruelty. The Assyrians were known for being violent, for hurting innocent people, for being proud of it, and even mocking God. This wasn't quiet sin. This was loud, destructive, harmful behavior. And God is looking at that, and He's not ignoring it. He's not saying, well, it is what it is. He's saying, I see it, and not just the wrongdoing, but the people being hurt by it. Because every time someone is mistreated, God sees both sides. And His anger is a response to injustice. It's Him saying, this is not okay, and it will not continue forever. But here's what I really want you to notice. This didn't happen overnight. God gave them time, a lot of time, about 100 years. That's patience. That's not someone looking for a reason to punish. That's someone giving every opportunity to change. And the Bible even says He is slow to anger, which means He doesn't react quickly. He doesn't snap. He waits. He gives space. But He is also consistent. So, if He says He stands for what is right, then eventually He has to act on it. Because if He didn't, then justice wouldn't mean anything. So this isn't unpredictable anger. This is steady, patient, intentional justice. And this part right here, this is where it shifts. Because while God is coming against the ones causing harm, He is also protecting the ones who trust Him. The Bible calls Him a refuge, a safe place. So, at the same time, He is powerful enough to stop what's wrong and gentle enough to shelter those who need Him. It's like being in a storm where outside everything is shaking, but inside you are covered, you are safe, you are not forgotten. And that's what Nahum shows us. God is not just reacting to evil. He is defending what He loves. So, what does this actually mean for you? Because this isn't just history. This is something you can hold on to. It means you don't have to carry the weight of everything being unfair. You don't have to fix everything. You don't have to get even, because God sees it and He handles it. And I know sometimes it feels like people get away with things, like nothing is being done. But Nahum reminds us that God is not ignoring anything. He is patient, but He is also just. And that means you can rest, not in fear, but in trust. Trust that God is on the side of what is right, and that He is strong enough to deal with what you can't. So, if this topic ever made you uncomfortable before, I get it. But maybe now you can see it a little differently. God's anger is not something working against you. It's something working for what is right, for what is good, and for the people He loves. And that includes you.